So, enough of the long-windedness. Let's just jump into it. I'm going to record this in chapters. This is just me making a mental note to myself a little bit. I am going to turn the interrogation light on a little higher so I can scare you even more with the Grizzly Adams beard. Shout out to my barber. He knows who he is. I'm going to send you this link as well. I didn't even put my fake jewelry on this time. I said I'm going to start wearing my fake jewelry. We sell accessories, all kinds of goodies. So I'm going to take a moment right here at this part of the video to break down what you are watching. My name is QRock639. That is my nickname. You are watching Q's Tube. That is the name of his YouTube profile. If you're not following, if you're not subscribed to this, do me a favor, subscribe to it.
Be sure to smash our like button and subscribe to our channel.
I haven't even looked in your search history, and I know there's a lot of things in that you're subscribed to that when it's time to go and get judged and they're looking at your search histories up there and you got to explain some of them things, they're going to let a lot of stuff go, but they are going to look at you a little question about some of those things. Like, okay, that one is weird. Like, why are you watching this channel? Like, of all the channels that you have subscribed to, do me a favor, do an old man a favor and subscribe to me. Please, I beg, me beg. I'm trying to monetize like everybody else.
Monetize! Monetize!
And I actually have some stuff that I think the general public needs to see. The dads with attitude style. You know what I mean? So give me a follow if you're not following. Leave a comment if you are. Give us a couple thumbs up. I always appreciate that. I saw a video not too long ago about why, if you are in your 50s, you should start a YouTube channel. And at first I was like, yeah, right, whatever, here we go, clickbait. But he actually raised some good comments and some good ideas. We have our own viewpoints. We have our own, thoughts and perspectives on everything. And why not? It needs to be shared. There's a lot of stuff floating around out there. You might as well come and get some of this official action from Coach Q, Q's Tube, Canhead Cares, Canhead LLC.
I like the way you think.
All right. So yeah, give me a follow. I appreciate that. As you can see, I got the setup looking nice over here. We got little artificial backgrounds and everything, logos down there and everything. Working hard to make this an enjoyable experience for you. So all right, let's see. Let's jump over here. I know you're seeing the OBS screen while we are still in shameless self-promotional section and I'm testing everything out. Make sure you check us out over at canhead.net. Another one of the new developments over here, I was going to say one man army, but it's just me and Crystal Blue Persuasion working it out on Canhead LLC, small business, minority owned business. But one of the new things that I have in my arsenal, in my Batman utility belt, I am now an official new vinyl wholesaler. That's right. You can get new vinyl products from me. I haven't added a lot of stuff to the website. We're just kind of moving slow on the website. Still trying to get myself prepared for the overall redesign of this site. But we are up and active. You can reach us over here at Canhead. Give me a follow over there. You can check out a lot of the other items that we also have on some of our other sales platforms. We're on eBay, Amazon, Mercari, Discogs, whatnot. Should be a bunch of links down there below. But if you can't get a hold of me any other way, you can go to canhead.net and you can contact us here. Just leave a brief message and I'll get back to you. All right.
Somebody posted a comment?
So yeah, I'm just testing out all the views, making sure everything looks like it's supposed to, making sure you're getting that good screen view of the website. Before we get over into this, here we are. Presto Shopper. Man, y'all ready to talk about this? Are y'all ready for me? You mystery shoppers out there, y'all ready for me? All right. Like I said, this is going to get a little crazy. This is going to get a little crazy because I have a little bone to pick with some of these companies out here. Now, normally whenever I'm on my side hustles with Coach Q, tip, whenever that's what I'm trying to do when I'm setting up my videos up, it's a whole bubbly, hey, check this out. Fellas, you can get paid to go to a strip club. Hey, you want to get paid to watch a movie? You guys want to get paid to go watch Oklahoma play Auburn? These things do exist. They do exist. It's a nice world as a mystery shopper. I don't want this to come off like bitter old man. Let me take my headphones off. I don't want this to come off like a bitter old man rant, but it is going to come off a little bit like that because I am old. I'm not bitter. Last time I heard somebody told me I was, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm right there in the middle. I'm right where I need to be on the balance with the balances. Everything needs to be right in pocket. So I actually highly encourage everybody watching this, all jokes aside, to consider mystery shopping. It is a great way to add supplemental income to your life. All right. If you don't know what mystery shopping is, I'll just go through this real brief. There's a bunch of videos on my page. Another reason that you should subscribe to me. But mystery shoppers are basically whenever a person goes into an establishment, acts like a regular customer, but in secret, they are being sent there either directly by the actual corporation, the company, the store owners, the franchise owners, or they're going as an independent contractor and they're checking you guys out. It's almost like that show, Secret Boss,
Maybe he's a secret boss?
Independent security contractors.
where you'd be working next to the executive or the guy that works in finance is sitting right there next to you. He's supposed to be a temp and he's just kind of watching and messing up on purpose, maybe, and asking a lot of silly questions and this and that. So to everybody working, I'm just going to put this out there too. A lot of sides and rants on this show. You'll get used to it. You have to subscribe. You get the whole flavor if you subscribe. Subscribe. Um, be careful out there, folks. Be careful. Let me tell you, I don't know what it is. I'm not going to go all into all of that. I'm just going to say it's a beautiful world and it's a cold and creepy world at the same time. Some of us experience a lot of things that other people may or may not experience. I'm just going to keep it like that. There are times I go into an establishment and it doesn't feel like I'm a priority to anybody in that establishment. And there may be times where it's visibly clear that other people are a priority. Don't do that. Don't do that. You never know who in that line is taking notes on everything. They got your name, your time that you came in. They're quoting what you're saying. But that is a small part of it. I will say, I don't want to scare everybody too much, like, secret shoppers, because honestly, with a lot of the secret shopping assignments that I personally have done, it's almost like a lot of them tell you that it's not white glove. We're not coming in there and trying to ding every little single thing. And the things that they are interested in without giving too much of the secret sauce and getting in too much trouble, employee conduct is part of it, but it's not. It is not. It is nowhere near being the determining factor. And I'll give you a quick story on that since we're doing this. It's going to be a long-winded one, like I said. It's going to be a crazy edit. Oh my lord. I've done audits, inventory audits, where I go in and everybody knows I'm coming in. It's known that I'm the guy. Sometimes we go in and we're quiet, you'll never know. Other times it's announced, hey, I'm going to be at your place from this time to this time. This is what I'm doing. I need to make sure the manager is the present, and I'm going to need you to sign off on blah, blah, blah. It's a whole production. Okay.
That's why they pay me.
I bet they brought independent contractors in on that thing.
So on some of those type of assignments, I've gone in to some of these places, and I've heard this echoed from other agents, secret shoppers. Man, I've heard secret shoppers get cursed out.
The profanity is another issue.
I got into it with a few store managers. I didn't curse a manager out, but pretty close, and everything but curse one manager out. I had one threaten to call the police on me. And then once the manager realized and got confirmation who I was, oh, you should have seen the backpedaling in the.
Please don't fire me, sir.
Please, don't get me fired.
Please don't fire me.
Oh my lord! To the point I was even embarrassed, but I was still upset in the moment. They called the police, or I'm gonna call the cops. Like, please do.
Do it. Come on, do it.
Do it! Come on. Do it. Do it! And I dare you. I double dare you, mother.
Please, even in this world, and then with all the ways that could go wrong in that particular moment, I was going to die on that hill because I had corporate papers in my car that she hadn't seen yet. This is one sent directly to you, and this is why. So just be careful out there. That's all I'll say with that. That's a bit of what mystery shopping is. In the mystery shopping world, though, you are an independent contractor.
But I'm an independent contractor.
Just like when you're driving for Uber and Lyft, just like when you're a contractor helping somebody route their drains out of the tub, getting the clog out of the tub, right? You're an independent contractor. So that is kind of where this gripe, the cons, that's the number one con. It's a pro and a con. I mean, with all, you already know that part already. If you're an independent contractor, you already know. It's great. Like I say, one day you wake up, you got gigs that are paying, you might hit, a couple $1,000s for work that might take 30 hours total, 20 hours total, right? We've been there. And then the very next day, the very next week, next month, there is nothing close to that. You're scraping for pennies. You're going to every restaurant and grabbing a burger that you can and getting, and for the little, you're doing all the little assignments that you can as a mystery shopper. This is our world. That is the con of this. It is not a constant, stable. You just go to your job, just barely dial it in, get your lunch. No, we're out here, we kill what we hunt every single day.
We eat what we catch.
As you kill what you eat what you kill.
That is that's a pro, and that's a con. All right, that can be very appealing, but some of the main reasons why that's a disadvantage. The number one. Here we are. Y'all ready? Listen.
You gotta rant and rave and yell at people.
There is no guarantee of how long it's going to take for you to get paid. There's no guarantee that you will get paid at all sometimes. There are so many variables that come into play that I don't know if this is just specific to mystery shoppers. I've noticed it a great deal. Hold on as I try to change this. Let me make sure I have the right screen here. I've noticed it a great deal. It's just a thing, right? Here, I'm trying to do something on the back end so I can good lord, nothing ever wants to work when you need it to work. Delayed payments is the biggest gripe that I have with working as a mystery shopper. I've had
Final Jeopardy answer is,
I'm trying to count them, and I'm realizing I can't because there's a bunch of them that I just discredit. I lost maybe 10 accounts my first month on. It's all because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't realize deadlines. I didn't realize there were certain things that needed to be done. I didn't realize I had to pass sometimes you have to pass a little quiz or whatever for some of these things. There was just a lot that I wasn't really focused on when I first. So yeah, those I just count as whatever. I'll take those hits. It's whenever you find an assignment that you qualify for, you fulfill the assignment, you turn the reports in, they accept the reports, and they approve the reports. When that happens and you don't get paid, that is frustrating as can be. That will be frustrating for you. Imagine you go to your job. I'm sure some people have had that. It's like it's akin to being furloughed at your job. Some of you have gone through that, hell. I'm sorry if you've had ever worked any place and got a job furlough, and all of a sudden now either your job cut, your pay is cut, or the time they're going to pay you is held back, whatever reasons, right? It sucks. There's no way around it. I had this one company. I'm not going to say their name, but they're one in the big five. We're getting into it now. We're in the thick of it right now. I'm telling you, this is the cons. These are reasons that you might not want to do this. This is all up to you. You choose your path. You choose the adventure, like those old books back in the day. There are a lot of reasons why you might not want to engage in this. I had this one company, one of the top five mystery shopping companies. Let me see if I can get this thing to work over here. Where's my screen share? Here we go. I have one of the top five companies. We're on Presto Shopper. I've got a little short, small map giving away my location. I don't care. They're on this map. Tons of assignments on this map. I'm not saying they're not one of the top fives. They truly are one of the top five companies. Just because all of these companies represented on this map that I'm showing you are legit does not mean you will not have problems with it. You will most definitely have problems. The two of the three, the biggest ones that are on here right now, are going through something. I don't know what's going on over there. I have no clue what's going on over there. But they are definitely having issues to the point that mystery shoppers nationwide are speaking up on it. We'll get back to that in a minute. There's a form that I want to show you guys. If you're not if you don't know about it, you're not aware about it, check out Mystery Shoppers Forum. Hold on, let me see if I can just flip over real quick. Um, Mystery Shopper, mysteryshopforum.com. Great resource. You get a lot of information if you're in the game. You're trying to figure out, hey, am I doing this right? Is anybody working this particular program? Do these guys have an email? Is there some way I can reach them? All these various items are discussed here. So, getting back to my first problem, I okay, let me just backtrack a little bit. I told you it's going to be long winded. I'm sorry. So, this particular company takes 30 days to pay out. If I get an assignment for them, let's say they call me today, the 28th is when this is being recorded, and they say the gig is for tomorrow and the 30th. I think we have the 30th this month, right? Is there 30 days in this month? Yes. So let's say they say you can go Sunday and Monday and you can do 5 gigs a day. That's 10 gigs at, let's give it a nice number, $50 an assignment. All right. So that's $500 you can earn in 2 days. These type of situations do exist. They are out here. They're plentiful. They're here. Okay. Don't just go running for the money. Follow the story. Okay. I'll take those 2 days assignments. I'll take those 10 assignments for 500 flat. Um, I may have to drive 20 miles to the east one day, 25 miles southwest the other day, another 30 miles northwest, northwest the other day. It was only 2 days, I'm gonna say. But you get me. Yeah, I gotta drive and do all of this and get it and turn in the reports. Go and actually do the work because you're not just getting paid to do nothing. You have to go to these places and perform the duties. Most of them are not that intensive. It might be a little confusing because you don't understand their process or how to input some of these things that they're asking for. But the work is not, we're not talking rocket science. We're not talking brain surgery. We're not talking things that you can't figure out quickly out in the field, right? But you still have to work. You still have to put in the time. It still takes a certain amount of time to the point that they don't want you doing the work too fast. Let's say you think you can go in there and do this whole inventory count that they're expecting you to take an hour and a half and you can get it done in a half hour. That might actually be possible. If you turn that report in, they may kick it back and say, you did this too fast. I had that happen to me. In that particular case, I overlooked a lot because it was my first time doing it. I didn't get paid for that assignment. So that wasn't even a delayed assignment. That was an unapproved report that I just lost that money on. That was at least a half hour of my time, and it was easily 45-minute drive to get there. Gone. It happens. This is one of the cons, another one of the cons of this whole industry. So this one particular situation that I'm talking about now completed the assignments. So I knew I completed assignments the last week of the month. So I knew there was a good chance of getting paid for these assignments on, I'm gonna lie, say what day they pay them out, but let's say the 25th. Let's say they have a date set. We pay out once a month on this day. And that day corresponds to everything that was done the month before. So we're in September. I just caught those last 2 days. This acts like we're starting at the October 1st. I'm expecting to get paid October 25th for the $500. That's a lot of money that you can budget for your whole life, right? This is $500 coming in extra money for me. That's great. Didn't get paid the 500. Got paid 300.
Shit.
Got paid 300. Well, that's off. Like, guys, so now I go look to make sure none of the reports got kicked back, nothing. The reports were solid, everything was fine. Reached out to my point of contact, took a couple days for the contact to respond back. Finally responded back, I'm checking up on this, let me see what I can do. Now, we're independent contractors. We're working for these people. We know how this is. You get rated when you go out and do your assignments. If I turn an assignment in late, I automatically, I don't even know if you can turn some assignments in late. I think you just lose it. But if they accept the assignment, they may dock you points. Let's say there's a 10-point scale that they're grading your assignments on. If I turn in a report and there's a lot of mistakes on it and they send it back to me and I might have to physically go back to the place to check off and correct the report, that's an automatic deduction of a good 3-4 points. Automatically. Some people don't care about their ratings, that they have on their different um, apps or whatever. Me personally, I do. It's like the metrics. I'm a metrics kind of guy. I'm sorry. Um, so I didn't get paid, y'all, for the remaining two. Took about a week or so to figure out what was going on with that. And then finally the answer was, we're so sorry. We're going to make this up for you next month. Like, next month? Like, at the very least, I'm expecting, okay, well, maybe can you like advance it somehow and PayPal it or do something to get me this money? It's my money. And I don't actually work for you. I'm a contractor. If the tables were turned, they would be very upset that I'm telling them, I'm sorry, I can't give you this $200 that I owe you until next month. At the very least, there might be penalties assigned to it. I would definitely lose the account if that was my account and I owed them 200 and it took me an extra 30 days to pay them. I would lose that account. And my situation, I can't do anything other than eat it and wait because that's what they're telling me. And I don't want to lose the account because the account is a decent account. It's one of the top 5. I've been working for them for years. That's one of the recent issues. I won't go into other issues with that one particular company because there are other issues. And you will have issues just like you have at any other job. You're going to have issues with your boss. Your boss might get a little too cranky because they don't like the way you come in with the extra leek onions on the the bagel, lox, and schmear. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? And you guys get back and forth into it. You're always going to have issues that have to be worked out in some sort of way. In this field, you are alone, and your points of contact sometimes are very hard to find. So that is con number 2 on the list. I'm sorry for being long winded on that, but delayed payments will wreck your spirit out here. This will affect your budget, and it is a intense, widespread issue in this industry. This does not just happen to me. This happens to people all across the board. Why mystery shopping programs fail. Understand what is going on in the thoughts and minds of your customers, imperative to creating the best possible customer experience of your brand. This is from Second to None, mind you. And they go into this. I will not bore you with all of the wording, but this one particular paragraph. Additionally, if a mystery shopping company is not responding or reacting to your concerns in a timely manner, the waste of time spent working on creating a program adds up quickly. As a result, the program conclusions may be delayed or rushed. Now, this is them talking internally, like why we can't have this. Like, you cannot not pay your people. Because what ends up happening is it's a backlog. I know in that particular case, obviously somebody either in the report was approved, so it wasn't as if I was waiting on editors to approve it. That was something in the payment office. If they're shuffling acorns and robbing Peter to pay Paul, I don't know. I sincerely hope that wasn't the case in that instance, but it happened. I could beat that horse to death, but delayed payments happen multiple times from multiple different companies for multiple reasons. The other issue with a completely different company in the top 5, name, dare I say, top 3? Definitely on the Mount Rushmore. Oops, I didn't want to show you my whatnot orders. Definitely on the Mount Rushmore or my notes. I'm not going to say their names because they aren't Presto Sharper. I don't know what's going on with Presto Sharper. I don't know who owns what or what, but this is my go-to. I wake up in the morning and look at this thing. I am on this thing all day. This is my key to the city. This is all I talk about on my hustle, side hustle tips segments. This site right here. They're the greatest. They're the biggest. Being the greatest and the biggest means you're going to have issues. There's no way around it. You're going to have issues. Make sure you guys are checking out Mystery Shop Forum so you can find some of these answers for yourself. Right now, there's an issue with one of the top three. Um, Reports aren't being edited and kicked back in time. This company normally is known for the fastest response time on the planet. So I'm going to give them a little bit of grace and just assume something's going on in the back end that we're not privy to, and they're having some major changes. That's apparent. That's obvious. But it's to the point that that same form that I just showed you a second ago, it's all over that form. It's the news on that form. I don't want to go in and put anybody in particular on blast. Um, hold on, hold on. But it's a trend. It's a trend. I'm not going to keep stalling as I talk either. Um, but it's definitely a trend that a lot of reports are taking a extremely long time to get reviewed, approved, and sent back. I have like five that are big ticket items. When I say big ticket, I mean $25 or over for the actual appointment. It's like five of them that's been waiting almost 2 weeks now. I have had correspondence with people, and they're assuring me that they're working on it. And I can tell just by looking at the forums that it's a hot mess. Like they're just going through it right now. So when these type of things happen, I haven't seen this bad ever, to be honest with you. But it happens. They're already telling you, yes, we are having problems. So as an independent contractor, again, this goes back to the budgeting part. You have to be very careful about how you choose to work. For some people, it's not an option. I'm in an area where, as you saw on my map earlier, that there are a lot of assignments. There are a lot of gigs to the point that I cherry pick as well. I don't do every single gig that I see on that map. I don't have the interest or the time for that. I'm not trying to do every single one of these pins. Me personally, I'm a gas guy. I like going and do the gasoline things, but that's something that requires money up front. A lot of people don't do any of those. Like if I have to pay for something, I'm not doing it. There's a whole side of this mystery shopping world that's that way, and I've been starting to lean there myself as well. You know, but as you can see on this map right now, there's just some random stuff that's in the greater Los Angeles area. $119 for high paying credit card shops, 65 to open savings. I never bother with any of those things for a couple of reasons. But one of the main reasons is just that I've never done these, high ticket gigs because in my mind, if I go out and do 5 or 10 of those and they don't come through, I'm going to be really hot. I may never want to do this again if that happens to me. So I stick to the lower hanging fruit, but there's things that I know that I have experience with that I feel comfortable doing. Some people don't feel comfortable going to gas stations. Some of the gas stations are crazy. Here's another gripe that I have. Here's con number 3. It's not a bed of roses. It's not a grove paid in gold out here for us. It's not. It's work. They all want you to go to some locations and get pictures of locations, and these aren't the safest locations to be in, either from crime wise or here's the one that I'm sending this one out to all editors out there. Editors, stop asking the reporters to cross the street to take a picture of the location. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. I would love to cross the street if I could get across that 6-lane street that's right there. You don't know where we live. You're assuming we live in some little town where it's just 2 little lanes you cross. No, that's not an option. Sometimes just taking a picture by the corner is dangerous as all hell. So that one, that's just from me to the editors and then whoever else might be watching and looking. I hope somebody does. I hope somebody from one of these big companies hears this and says, he's got a good point. That's not necessary. Optional. If it's doable, yes, make that an optional. Don't make that a required thing.
Message.
So yeah, that's gripe number 2. The low pay and the high expectations is another gripe, another con, something that I was gonna go into a little more depth in. I'm not gonna do that right now. Maybe I'll do a whole nother video on that. And another big con of working in this industry, there's a few. Lack of support and communication from the mystery shopping companies has got to be the biggest. Lack of support and communication between the mystery shopping companies, the editors. Some of these editors, I don't know what's going on. I don't want to say anything to put myself on a target list for some of these editors for future gigs. But some of these guys, you can tell it's personal. You can tell they just, I don't know what to call it. I'm not in their shoes, but some of them are not the nicest people. I'm just put it like that. They cause more problems sometimes than they solve sometimes. Hands down. I do the same assignment. I told you I do gas stations. So I do the same assignment, same location sometimes. I see the editors that I'm getting back on the responses after about 3 or 4 months. Then there'll be one new editor that comes in, and then all of a sudden, everything I've done is just wrong in this editor's eyes. Like nothing is up to par. Like I've never got a problem with these pictures from this angle, from this thing and that before, or this response to this situation before. Now all of a sudden, no, do it again, and then as soon as you send it back, it's a lowering of the rank. Like that is a con. That is something that we really can't help. In a lot of other jobs, you have HR. You can go to HR and say, hey, I don't like the way this transpired with this transaction here at our job. And there might be some mediation. Not so much as an independent contractor, and definitely not so much working with some of these mystery shopping companies. So, yeah, I'm just going to wrap this up. The main thing that I wanted to get on here and talk about is the delayment of payments that can wreck your personal life. Be prepared for that. Here's the thing that I say honestly, and I did this, and it's the only thing that's kind of saving me. During the months that I had really good months, I was really making money on the side hustle side of it. Please believe I took a lot of that extra money and socked it away. I did. I did. I did. A lot of those, little nest eggs are running out now. So it's time to get back out here and do more gas stations. But I say all that to say, keep a nest egg to the side because you're an independent contractor. You are the boss. You're making the rules out here. You're enjoying the great days. But if you're smart, you're preparing for the delays because it's going to happen. There's going to be a breakdown in communication somewhere. And for us, that breakdown in communication, the bottom line of that is money. So is it still worth it? Is all of this even worth it? Hell yeah, what are you waiting for? Why are you sitting there? I just tell you can go and get gas and this and that and pay for it. And look, if you have a problem, you're gonna have a problem. If you're only gonna do one and for some first time somebody tells you, oh, this is wrong, and then you never do it again, well, you're definitely not cut out for this. You don't even have to look at my videos anymore. You can unsubscribe. You can unsubscribe. There's nothing to see here, And I'm not saying that to be a jerk because honestly, I'm the side hustle king. We do this. We sell items and products. I have stores, this and that. I have other services that we offer to other corporations as well. It's just a part of the game. And this video that you're watching is a small part of that side hustle treatment. So do me a favor. If you were entertained at all, how long was I talking right now? Man, I'm parched. I ain't got nothing in this cup. Look, that's it. Is it worth it? Yeah, it's worth it. It's always worth it as an independent person out here in this world when you find a way to turn $1 into 15 cents on your own.
What? Wait, what?
Wait, what?
No, I thought you said that you were all right, Spider.
No. Wait, I said that wrong.
These people that tell you you're not employable. These people that tell you they don't need your services. You don't have enough experience. And then you can turn around and make double what they're paying on an hourly basis. I will say this, like I tell all my friends, I don't work all the time. The work is scarce. That's another con of this whole thing because it comes and goes. It comes in cycles. The big gigs especially come in cycles. It comes and goes. It is a rough world out here. But I rarely make under $20 an hour. I make about 30 to 50 an hour. If I go out in a day and I'm doing assignments, I'm not just gonna do one. And if the average assignment only pays $15, if I do 4 or 5 of those in an hour, hour and a half, you tell me how much money I just made. You tell me how much money you just made. Matter of fact, tell me what you're working on. Let's go back over to Presto real quick before I close this out and tell me, what are you working on out there, mystery shoppers? You've been following me and watching me long enough. This page doesn't want to load. You've been following me and watching me long enough and hearing me rant and rave about everything. I don't even have to keep this video going anymore. I just need to kick back and give you all time to leave a comment down there. If you have any questions about anything, let me know. If you're not on an iSecret Shop app yet, let me know. If you need help with Presto Shopper app, let me know. You know, but what are you guys planning on working on? Let's take a real quick look before I bow up out of here. All of that ranting and raving. They didn't pay me. Because it's true. But okay, here's the other side. The first company I was talking about, they did pay me eventually. Of course they did. Of course they did. You're gonna get paid. That's the thing. You are going to get paid. It might take a while. If you don't get paid, you may have a chance to save or, go get that account again. You might get paid double. More than likely, you'll get paid. There'll be a few that you miss here and there. Yeah. But you're still gonna get paid. There's no way around it. You are going to make money out here. There's no way around it. So, what are you guys going to work? You're going to do some of those gas stations. There's a bunch of gas stations over there. There's a bunch of food studies. I only did one of those. See, I'm lazy too. There's the stuff I don't do because I'm just not used to it. I don't know. New things. It's new. What is this? It affects me too. Trust me, I'm probably the worst at it. I'm probably the worst. Some of you that are watching this probably got more time on the roads doing mystery shopping than I do. But you don't have a YouTube page yet. So, see, we all got something. If you have spent more time doing this type of work, but you're not on YouTube just ranting about everything and sharing the knowledge, come on, man. You're killing me, Larry. You're killing me. I need to know what you know. I need to know. I need to know. I've never done some of these high-paying credit card apps. Have you done those before? If you've done one of those, open up a savings account. Have you done those before? Let me know. If you've done one of those strip clubs that everybody talks about, but I can never find, let me know. Holler at me. I'm out of here for real now because I'm about to get in trouble. This is you, Q's Tube on YouTube. I am your host with the most. No need to brag or boast, but you got to raise your glass and toast to utmost. They call me QRock639. I'll see y'all later. Thank you for listening to that rant, though. Now go sign up and let's get this money.
Let's make some money!